So hey, hello everyone, and I welcome you all to APJ Academy, where we are nurturing the young minds to become doctor and engineers, where we are changing your headphones to stethoscope, where we are changing your pen to some measuring instrument so that you will become engineers. And in this class, we will understand that how work, energy, and power numericals can be done. And with this chapter, you'll be, we are completing the whole physics. Why? Because I always say that physics is all about few physics. What is few physics? You have to study force, you have to study energy, you have to study work, you have to study power. Everywhere, wherever you are studying physics, you have to deal with these four quantities only. Even if we are considering the structure of atom, there you must have studied that in chemistry as well. But in physics, whenever we are studying the structure of atom and other parts, we will be dealing with the force. What will be the force there? What will be the energy there? What will be the work done? What will be the power? So basically, with this chapter, everything will be covered. If I am seeing, or if I am showing you that how we proceed. So we started our journey with the forces chapter, isn't it? We started our journey with the motion, then we went to the forces and laws of motion, then we goes to this part, work, power and energy. And when I am talking about work, power and energy in this lecture, that is what I am going to discuss, right? But before we proceed, kindly rate the quality of broadcast you are getting. That if everything is fine, my audio video, you can rate the content as 10. If you are finding that there is some issues with the audio video, you can rate accordingly, right? And now when everything is fine, we can proceed. I'll introduce myself first. My name is Manoj Kumar. I am your physics educator here, and I was associated previously with many renowned coaching institutes, and it's almost 8+ years. It's nearly close to 9 years. जब हम पढ़ा रहे थे, पढ़ाना स्टार्ट किया था, and in these many years, I produces many single digits and double digit ranks in NEET JEE exams, and I guided more than 1 lakh students, and this time I'll be guiding you. This is my quote. I read somewhere. If I'll be specific, then it must be from Habits books, and there I got to know that winners and losers have same goal. Everyone wants to crack the entrance exam, but the only difference between the one who ultimately cracks the entrance exam and the one who failed to crack those entrance exam is the process. Whether you are following the process or not, whether you have the dedication for that quantity or not, whether you were giving your 100% or not. Giving your 100% in one task is very important rather than giving 10% to 10 different tasks. And in a student's life, it is very difficult to make your concentration, right? So there I am having some very psychological processes where I can improve your concentration power. That is the thing which I am using while I'm teaching you, right? Let's move. And to make the process very helpful for you, I am creating a process which anyone can follow. So we are providing you free classes regularly on this YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe this YouTube channel, and there we are providing you a structured course. The schedule is fixed. You can watch them at any time as per your preference, and you can watch our playlist. And if you haven't subscribed the APJ JEE channel, please subscribe our APJ JEE channel. You will get more videos like this in the near future. And I'm happy to announce that APJ Academy is also launching its full year course for the student who wants to give their JEE exam in 2023. So if you are JEE aspirants and you want to give your JEE exam in 2023, then this is the thing which you have to buy. Here we are providing you free study material, personal doubt solving session, full length test, assignment and DPPs, and 100% confidence assurity guarantee is from my side. That if you are not 100% confidence with the with this what we are teaching, right? The condition is that you must attend our lectures regularly. This is the best online course which is available on the internet. So let's start our journey for the work. This is one short session. I'll be covering very important points, and I'll be discussing that which type of questions might be asked in your exam. So let's start our journey. If I'll start with the work, then you might be asking that, sir, what is work? Work is nothing. If I am a physicist, and if I want you that you must be knowing about the work, then what you can say about the work? When I am doing the numericals, I'll be mainly concerned about the data. I'm mainly concerned about that whether the quantity is scalar or the vector. But when I have to know the basics, then I'll be a very good observer who will be watching it, that what is work in real life, right? So if I am considering this as a very good observer, I can say that work is nothing. Work is nothing when you are having one, I'm saying that when you are having one surface, you are having one object having mass m, you are having one surface, you are having one object having mass m, and if you are applying some force on this object, if I am considering that I am applying this force here, making an angle theta with the horizontal axis, right? And after some time I watched that this box moved by a small distance s. I'm applying the force in a vertical plane, right? I'm applying a force that is making an angle theta with the horizontal. So I'm applying a force in the vertical direction, vertical plane. And this box moved by some distance s. Then I applied some force and that causes the motion. The phenomena, when I am applying the force and there is displacement, I am telling that this is the work. But how we can calculate the work? How we will be able to crack this? How we will be able to solve this? This force can be of two parts. It can be a constant force. It can be a variable force. So there will be different formulas for different forces. And it might be that you will be getting some graphs there. And from that graphs, you have to find out the work. So basically, if I classify all the concepts, if I'll classify that which type of questions will come in your exam, then it can be classified basically in these three parts only. When you are revising the concepts, you must be knowing that which type of questions might come in your exam and which might not come. It is not important whether what are you studying. It is important, but you are not studying. So I'm saying that I'm applying some force that is making an angle theta with the horizontal axis, and if this is making an angle, this force is making an angle theta, I can take the component in the x-axis due to which this displacement has happened. So if I am considering the horizontal force only for the horizontal motion, right? This type of motion is horizontal motion. So horizontal displacement is here. So if I am providing some force in the horizontal direction, if I am taking only the horizontal component, because this is the component which is providing the displacement, the other component which is vertical component is not providing anything, isn't it? This is not providing any component. The vertical component is not providing anything. This is vertical force. So the force done by this vertical force is 0, but the work done by this horizontal force will be, this horizontal force is F, this horizontal force is F cos theta, this vertical force is F sin theta. So I'll be saying that if I am taking the only force, if I am taking the only force which is in the same direction in which the displacement is happening, then only I'll be considering this as work. So the work is, for calculating work, first and foremost thing, the force and displacement must be in the same direction, must be in the same direction. So how I can change the direction if I'm applying the force here? It is by resolving it, and I'll resolve this vector in this side of the displacement, or either you can resolve this displacement vector to this direction, right? The result will be same, and this we are going to apply while solving the question. So once you done this, once you are done with this, you can easily find out that the work is nothing but displacement, force in the horizontal direction, and the displacement. So it will be Fs cos theta. It will be Fs cos theta. Write it down. Write it down. That whenever we are calculating the work, first and foremost thing is that force and displacement must be in the same direction. That is why we are not considering any direction. That is why this is the scalar quantity. What is the unit here? Please tell me, what is the unit here? What is the unit of work? Please do let me know in the chats. And whoever watching this recording, please write it down. Yes, joules. The unit is joules. Unit is joules. Let's move. So this is the official definition which we can write. So work is, it is the product of force in the direction of displacement. In the direction of the displacement. In the direction of the displacement. So if force is in this direction, is in this direction, displacement is in this direction, I need to take only the force which is in the direction of displacement. So work is F cos theta t. So this is how we are going to calculate the work, right? So this is how we are going to calculate the work. Now let's do some questions. Imagine (12 meter), 5 meter, 12 meter. I'm having one mass here. The mass is 2 kg. Find the work done by gravity. Find the work done by gravity. Okay. A, B, C. Find the work done by gravity when this object of mass m, which is having its mass 2 kg, will come to the level ground. You have to find the work when this object will come to the ground. Find out the work when this object will come to the ground. Do let me know what is the work here, please. What is the work here? Do let me know. And subscribe this YouTube channel if you haven't. APJ Academy JEE YouTube channel. No one? The answer is very simple. If I am saying that the gravity is acting in the downward direction. The gravity is acting in the downward direction. The value is mg, mass is 2, acceleration is 20, so it will be 20 Newton force acting downward. And when gravity is acting downward, I need to take the displacement in the same direction if I need to find out the work, right? So I can write this as that work done is nothing but Fg into distance of AB. So Fg is 20 into 5. So my answer is 100. My answer is 100 joules. Okay, so my answer is 100 joules. I hope you all are able to understand what we are doing here, right? Is it done? Okay, my dear friends, let's move. Now, some of you might be asking that, sir, how to find out the work? How to find out the work when the force is changing or when the force is not constant? So I am telling you that finding the work when force is not constant. That means the force is variable. So when the force is variable, then how you can find out the work? If I am taking the force as ax plus b, I am taking the force as ax plus b, and the displacement is from P to Q, right? We can write it that. So the work will be integration of f dot dx. This is the formula which we are going to use. I'm writing this here. I'm saying that if you have to calculate the work, right? If you have to calculate the work for the force which is variable, which is continuously changing, it can be any function. It can be a function of x, it can be a function of y, it can be a linear function, it can be a non-linear functions. But whatever it may be, it must be variable. So whenever the force is variable, we have to use this formula. And if I am taking the component as x, I need to take the limits of x only. Okay, I need to take the limits of x only. So here my dear, I am having force as ax plus b. I am having this force and I need to find out work, and work is f dot dx. And it is moving from P to Q. So I can write this as P, I can write this as Q. We do not know, it is the value of x. This is the only thing which we know, right? So if I am having this thing, I can keep this ax plus b here, p here, q here. So work done is equals to ax square by 2 plus bx, and we have to substitute the limit as well, q and p. It is moving from q to p, and I can say that it will be a q square divided by 2, right, plus bq minus of a q square by 2 plus bq minus of ap square by 2 minus of bp. So this is my answer, right? This is my answer of work done. We are doing it in the variable, so that's why we are getting this answer in the variable. I hope that this thing is clear, my dear. Yes, welcome everyone, welcome. I hope that this thing is clear to you, isn't it? Is this thing clear to you? Please do let me know that if this thing is clear. So work is done. Now I discussed that how to calculate the work in case of when the force is constant. I told you that how to calculate the work in case of when we are having the variable force, and now I am telling you that how to calculate the work in case of when we are having the vector quantities. So in the vector quantity, if I am saying that work done is a dot product of two things, work is a dot product of two vectors. Dot product is also known as scalar product. Dot product is also known as scalar product. So if I am having force vector as Ax, or I can write this as xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap, and if I am having the displacement vector as ai plus bj cap plus ck cap. So I am having two vectors f and s, and I need to find out the work. Then work is very simple, force dot displacement. Work is simple, force dot displacement, and if this is equals to force dot displacement, then I can write this as dot product. Is very simple. Dot product is very simple. How? We just need to multiply these things who are having the same quantities. Like if this is I, this is I need to just multiply x and a, so the answer will be x and a. If I am having here j, I need to just multiply these things b, y. If this is having z, c, so this is my answer. This is my answer. Okay, my dear friends, right? So let me take one example for you. If I am taking that force is 4 k vector and displacement is 2i plus 3j cap. Okay, so you are having this force and this force, then what will be the work here? What will be the work here? The force is given to you, the force vector is given to you as 4k cap, and the displacement vector is given to you as 2i plus 3j cap, and you have to find out the work. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, APJ Academians. Come on, APJN. Yes, the work done is 0. The work done is 0. Why 0? Because, sir, here we are not able to find I. Here there is no I. So the work I component is 0. Here, sir, J is there, but J is not there. So J component is there, 0. K component is here, but K component is not here. So work done is 0. हो गया सब hero. Right? How many of you are able to solve this? Okay, okay. Yes, yes, yes. Let's move, let's move, let's move. Okay, okay. Someone is saying that, sir, please solve some questions related to variable. Let's do. If I am having some variable force, let's do. If I am having some force, if I am having some force F is equals to minus of kx square. Okay, take this as example. If you are having this force F is equals to minus of k by x square, and you are displacing this, displacement is from A to A. Displacement is from A to A. These things are only given to you. Now solve this. Solve this. We have to find out the work done by the variable force. The variable force is given to us as minus k by x square, and the displacement is happening from A to 2A. Right? You can imagine anything. You can imagine anything. I can imagine that there will be an x-axis. Why x-axis? Because this force is very varied on x only. So the object is moving from A. This distance will be A. This is origin from 2A to 2A. So here one object will be here, and it is going here. So for this displacement, I need to find out the work. So as I told you that whenever the force is variable, we have to use this formula F dot dx, and here we will replace x1 and here we will replace x2. So the x1 here is a and x2 here is 2a. Is it fine, my dear friends? Is it fine? Please do let me know. Please do let me know. Umesh Patel, yes, got it. Okay. So now here what we have to do is we have to integrate this. The intelligence is not about knowing the things, knowing the facts. It's about that how you are imagining the things, because imagination is very important, and I believe in that. Einstein sir believe in that, and I'll make that you also believe in that, because imagination is very important and you have to fake it until you make it. You need to think like an IITian if you really want to become an IITian. Now, the question is, we have to replace this minus k by x square, and here there is dx. This is x1, this is x2, and I can replace this x1 and x2. I can replace this x1 and x2 from a to 2a, right? So this is work done. Work done is equals to k is constant, so I can free this a from this integration, and I have to just integrate this one. And as you know, if you do not know the integration, then you do not need to take tension, because I'll be here for assisting you. The integration of x and dx is nothing but x n plus 1 upon my n plus 1, right? Plus c will be there. So here I am seeing that this is minus x minus 2. So I can write this as minus of k a to a x minus of 2 dx, right? This is minus of 2 dx, and you can change this. You can change this. Oh, you can change this to x minus of 2 plus 1 upon my minus of 2 plus 1. So it will be minus of 1 by x. So the answer will be minus of k by x 2a by a. This will become plus. How many of you agree? This will become x, means I am writing it here, x minus 2 dx will be x minus of 2 plus 1 upon minus of 2 plus 1. So it will be x minus of 1 upon minus of 1. So it will be minus of 1 by x. So integration of 1 by x square dx is equals to minus of 1 by x. I hope that if you are really a good aspirant, you must be knowing that. But still, I believe that I should be delivering everything whichever is important. Tejas skills, Umesh Patil, and there is a very humble request from all. There is a very humble request from my side to all of my dear students. Please share these sessions. These sessions are very important, not only for you but for us also, because we are imparting some knowledge, and I want that you please share this with everyone, because we are providing some free classes to you, so you must be giving us something, right? So this is the sharing is very important. So Tejas, if you are attending, you might be having some 30 to 60 students in your class, so you must be sharing with those students. It will be totally different. It will be totally different feeling whenever you will be sharing and they are coming, right? So now bus, we are done with this. We have to replace this x k by 2a minus of k by a, right? You can multiply this by 2 by 2. So here you will be getting minus of k upon 2a. So this is the work done. This is the work done. Minus of k upon 2a joules. Right, done. Work done by the variable forces. So this is what I taught you, and you will be getting the PDFs in the Telegram group channel also. Once more, one more question you want? Okay. So now I told you that in case of work, there are three types of questions only can be asked in the exam. So pattern is fixed. The pattern is fixed. You must be knowing that how to calculate the work, when force is constant. So this is what we had done already. We know that if force is in this direction, displacement is in this direction, this is displacement, then you must be saying that force and displacement must be in the same direction, then only we can proceed with the work. So either I need to change this force, either I need to change this force component to this displacement component, so it will be F cos theta, right? So I can write this as F cos theta S. So this will be my work. And in case of variable force, when the force is variable, so when the force is variable, then what you need to do is just integrate. So it will be F dot dx, and this will be x1, this will be x2. So this is what you need to do. Then there will be a graph. As we know that there is only multiplication of f and x, so the graph must be for f and x, and here you need to find out the area. Area under curve. Area under curve will give you the work. And work will be negative? Work can be positive, work can be negative, and work can be zero. So if I am having graph in the negative direction, then I'll consider this work as negative. If I am having this work in the positive direction, then I'll consider this work as positive. Are you able to understand this? Is it clear, my dear? Please do let me know. Now the work part is complete. If you know this chart, you can solve any questions related to the work. So let's move to the next part, which is none other than but energy. What is energy? Energy means the capacity of doing work. But how can we know about the capacity of anything? Right? If I am telling you that I know that you have the capacity of cracking the entrance exam, the toughest entrance exam in India, which is none other than JEE. So that means how I can calculate? Do let me know, please, in the chat, how we can calculate the energy. Energy is what? Capacity of doing work is energy. So how I get to know that what is the capacity of a person? Sometimes we have our fair, what we'll be saying, approximation. It might be correct. Sometimes it might be wrong. Isn't it? So there must be some official definition that through which we can relate that how we will be able to find out the energy. And the most important part is that we have to study only mechanical form of energy. There are different forms of energy through which we can do the work, right? But in our syllabus, we have to study only the mechanical energy. So energy is the capacity of doing work. That means, and it is having the same unit. It is having the same unit as that of work. Same unit as that of work. And as you believe that if we are having the same units, then there must be some bridge between the work and energy. If there is no bridge between the work and energy, then there must be some issue, isn't it? When the two quantities are having same units, then there must be some connection between those quantities. So if I am considering this as work, I am considering this as energy, then there is bridge. The bridge is known as The bridge is known as work energy theorem. Work energy theorem. And work energy theorem said that work is nothing but it is equal to the change in kinetic energy. Work is nothing but it is equal to the change in kinetic energy. Kinetic energy final minus kinetic energy initial. You just need to subtract, right? You just need to subtract the final kinetic energy and the initial kinetic energy, and you will get the work. Are you getting my point? There are only two types of forces in mechanical. First one is the kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is so innocent. Why innocent? Why always I said that kinetic energy is so innocent? So innocent. It is so innocent than you. Because its formula remains same. And the formula is K is equals to mv square. Right? It will remain same in total, everywhere in physics. Even in rotational chapter, it will change somehow. But will half mv square will be there. Right? So work done is equals to this much. And as we know that if we are talking about the conservative forces, if we are talking about the conservative forces, conservative forces are the forces which do not depend upon the path followed by the object. It only depends upon the initial position and final position where the person is going, right? So I do not need to consider that what is the path taken by the object. So here, when I am saying that there is conservative force acting, so I can say that for conservative forces, delta U must be 0. And when delta U is equals to 0, then I can say that delta KE plus delta PE is equals to 0, means there will be no change. So I can say that delta KE is equals to minus of delta PE, isn't it? So if I am saying this, that delta KE is equals to minus of delta PE, then I can also change this. I can also write this, that work done is equals to minus of delta PE. How many of you are able to understand? I told you that in physics we have to study only these two energies, mechanical energy only. So I'll be considering kinetic energy and I'll be considering potential energy only. We will study about these energies in detail. How to calculate the kinetic energy, how to calculate the potential energy. Spring I'll show. Spring potential energy is half kx square. The only way by which we can calculate the work done or the energy is already I told you. Are you getting it? Right. Please do let me know in the chats if everything fine. Yes, we can proceed. So I am saying that I am having work, I am having energy, and I need some bridge so that I can relate this work with the energies. And this is how scientists think. They want some interconnection between two things. If there is no interconnection, then there will be no communication between those two things, right? So how I can relate this? There is some bridge, and the bridge is known as work energy theorem. And through this work energy theorem, work is equals to delta KE. It is equals to K kinetic energy final minus kinetic energy initial. This is all about work. This is all about work and energy in one page. And now we are going to solve the what? Numericals. And before we are going to in the numericals, I want that you must know about the power. So let's take power here. I think that you must have heard the dialogue from the KGF2 or KGF1. Powerful people comes from powerful places, and vice versa is also true, that the powerful people makes places powerful. So here we must understand that what is power, why we are searching in terms of power only, and why there are some crises of power. Basically, power is nothing but it is the rate of work done. It is the rate of change of energy. And see, if I'm taking this, I can write this as force and displacement S by T. No, Siri. So let's see, if I am having P is equals to Fs by T, I can write this as Fv. So power formula can be force into velocity. This is a very important formula which we must be using somewhere. Right? Write it down, write it down, write it down, my guys. Write it down. What is the formula of power here? Is it clear, my dear? Right? Somebody is asking that what is the unit of power? The unit of power is what? That is why I told you the dialogue. If you know about the philosophy, why I told you about that dialogue is because I want you to feel that if powerful people comes, there will be a what? If powerful people comes, there will be a what? Right? FB. So this is the power. So we are done with work, energy and power. And now, very important tool. This is the shortcut trick to solve any question. To solve any question. Wow. Sir, you are telling me shortcut trick to solve any question in work, energy and power by knowing only those facts which you told me. This is what I already know. Yes, I'm telling you. But I'm telling you that there is one philosophy through which you can solve any questions related to the work, energy and power. And the philosophy is, if you do not have any plan, search for the extreme ends. If at any point in life you feel that you are lagging somewhere, you are not going into the right direction, or you lack something that which other person might be having, then there is only one thing. You have to think in the extreme ends. So it might happen that you will forget what I am teaching you after a few years, but you will not forget what I am teaching you in terms of philosophy, because this is what will remain with you in the whole life. And the quote, write this quote. This is my quote only. That when you do not have any plan, when you do not have any plan, search for the extreme end. Search for the extreme end. So what does it mean, sir? It means that whenever we are considering the work, energy and power questions, we have to see that where is the starting point. Where is the starting point? At starting point, generally, the object will be having either the kinetic energy or the potential energy. So my trouble of calculating the total energy will be less. So I'll be considering the final point, right? So similarly, if I'm taking that what is the kinetic energy at the final point, or what is the kinetic energy at the initial point, or what is the potential energy, it is very easy. And if I'm taking it in the middle, then, so whenever I'm in a doubt that how to solve this question or how to approach this question, then the answer is very simple. Always try to start the work, energy and power questions from the last. See what is there in the initial position, what is the kinetic energy there, what is the final potential energy there. Calculate those energies and relate those energies with the final. Calculate initial energies and the calculate final energies, you will get your answer. Calculate the energy in the middle. These are three very important points: initial point, final point and in the middle. If you know how to deal with these 3 points only, there will be no doubt in this work, energy and power questions. No doubt. Any questions you can solve, any question in the previous year questions, 45 years, right? Shall we move? And same approach, and with the same approach, you will be able to solve, and with the same approach, you will be able to solve the collision question as well. With the same approach, you will be able to solve the collision question as well. What is collision? When one object collide with other, we have to study here, right? You must have seen the collision of Bengals in the movies. Similarly, we are having two types of collisions. Similarly, we are having two types of collisions. First one is the elastic collision. Second one is the inelastic collision. What is elastic? What is inelastic? Let's assume that we are having one object here and second object here. This is having mass m1. This is having mass m1. This is having mass m2. This is moving with velocity v1. This is moving with velocity v2. After some time, these balls will collide each other. After some time, these balls will collide each other. And once they collide, if they separate out again, once they collide, they will be together only, right? They will be moving with the same velocity. Once they collide, they will separate and comes back to their own positions. Obviously, the exchange of velocity will be there. So if I am seeing this object finally as this, I'll be taking this as u1 initial velocities, and I'll be taking this as v2 final velocities m2 and m1. So if I am having these types of questions, if I am having these types of arrangement, then it will be known as elastic collision. I'm showing you that if consider that you are having two billiards balls, one billiard ball strikes the another ball, and after some collision it will separate it out each other. Similarly, in the cricket example, you are having one bat, you are having one ball. When the bat hits the ball, it hits and then separate down. So this type of collision is known as elastic collision, where the object separates after the collision, right? In inelastic collision, what happens? In inelastic collision, what happens? We are having m2, m1, right? After collision, this is having velocity u1, this is having velocity u2. After collision, this will move together. After collision, this will move together with velocity, one final velocity, which is v. These are known as inelastic collision. Okay, Tejas, Umesh, is everything fine? Are you able to get what is elastic collision? What is inelastic collision? Inelastic collision is anything where the person attached with the other person. It is inelastic. Means you cannot able to separate the things. Right? What happens in elastic collision? The energy, the total energy is not conserved, momentum is conserved. Here, the momentum is conserved. Momentum is conserved. Or I can make the table. I can make the table. Conserved momentum, kinetic energy. Momentum is conserved, kinetic energy is not conserved. Okay. And here, if I'm making the table, momentum, kinetic energy. So here momentum is conserved, kinetic energy is also conserved. What do you mean by conserved? Conserved means what? If I am calculating the initial momentum and if I am calculating the final momentum, then both these momentum should come equal. If I am calculating the initial kinetic energy and I am calculating the final kinetic energy, then these must be equal. If I am talking about inelastic collision, then here I do not compare the kinetic energy, because if I compare the kinetic energy initial and final, that may be different. So here I need to compare the momentum. So initial momentum must be equal to the final momentum. These are the two types, right? Yes. And one more thing you must be knowing. One more thing you must be knowing. That is the coefficient of restitution. The coefficient of restitution. Here the coefficient of restitution is 1. Here the coefficient of restitution is 0. So this is all about the work, energy and power, right? These are only 3 points which you must know about the collision, and with these 3 points only you will be able to solve any questions. This is my guarantee. Okay, come with any questions and I'll be solving these questions with only these 3 points: the momentum, kinetic energy and restitution. Shall we move? There is homework for you. You can solve HC Verma. You can solve HC Verma. Let's move, sir. So here is one information for you, that, and I am very happy to announce that APJ Academy is launching full year course for you guys. What is this full year course? In this full year course, we are providing you classes. That is very important, right? Because when you are guided by the experienced faculty, then your self-study time will get reduced. And if your self-study time gets reduced, you will be able to use that saved time in solving the numericals. And when you are solving the numericals, you are solving the modules, the test series. There are continuously tests happening, right? So 25 major tests are there, query solving sessions are there, and there are 20 lectures which we are providing every month. Assignments. After every class, you will be getting the assignments, because assignments are very important. If you are not doing the assignments, then that means that you are not studying at all. And APJ Academy are providing these 6 features, which is very beneficial for you all guys. And if you are really very serious about JEE and you want to crack this JEE exam this time only, then you must be joining this APJ Academy Telegram group, where you will be getting the PDF material, you will be getting the free classes, you will be getting the announcement, you will be getting the discounts and prizes. So there are so many things which you are getting continuously. And one more information, that we are also running some crash course. Very fantastic crash courses are there for your JEE preparation, for those students who are preparing for this year JEE, who are there for JEE 2022. And syllabus will be covered by JEE experts, and it is already covered, and we are doing it. Continuous regular doubt clearing sessions are going on, and the methods which we have used in this crash course is the flipped classroom method, which is very unique. We are using the flipped classroom method, and doubt solving practice sessions are also going on. So this is how our closed courses looks. What is closed courses? These are paid courses only. So theory classes we are providing you the study material, we are providing the webinar, homework we are continuously providing you, and we are checking that homework as well. So a complete full year course we are running. Pre-study material, personalized guidance is provided to you guys, so you do not need to take any tension about your JEE preparation, because JEE preparation is very huge time span, right? You have to spend 1 to 2 years with your teachers, and if you do not have faith with your teachers, if the teachers is not reachable to you, then it will become very difficult for you. So we will be very confident about our program. The full length test is there, assignment and DPPs are there. So please join full year course of APJ Academy. And as I already told you, that APJ Academy is providing these many faculties for the full year course. And if you believe that you require a coaching, everyone requires a coaching, and it's for your career. You can't take risk in 2 situations: when it's on your life, second thing, when it's on your career. Because if career is destroyed, then your whole life is destroyed. So if you have seen any sports person, can you name any sports person which do not have any coach? Can you name? No one. Because everyone has one coach. What does coaching provides you? Coaching provides you a calendar schedule so that your consistency can be maintained, your motivation can be sustained. Second thing, we are providing you confidence. Confidence to attempt those questions which can't be attempted by you. We are providing you challenge. Challenge to improve your capability daily by working with you. Right? So we are continuously working on you to improve you. The complete focus is on you, not on us. And whatever we are providing you, you can make the payments in parts, become confident that yes, we are the best, then you can give the full payments, right? So part payments are also available. And here in APJ Academy, you can buy these things separately as well. Like if you want only the study material from us, you can buy that. If you only want structured courses, you can buy that. If you only want test series, question bank, pre-crash courses, assignments and DPPs, you can buy that. There is no bindation on you that you have to buy the full course only. The complete democracy is on your hand. And also personal one-to-one mentoring is also available. One-to-one sessions are running as per your requirement. Join now, because we believe that every child is unique, and for unique child, the nurturing should be unique. So we are providing a very customized coaching on APJ Academy channel. You can subscribe this YouTube channel to get the updates about my class, right? So check the description box. Check the description box. Check the description box. Till then, bye bye.